Hello my love, and welcome back to Studio Solar Luna. It's been a minute since I had a little sit down chatty video with you, but I felt like this was the perfect time because 2022, the new year, is right around the corner, and I feel like the energy of the new year is always just a great way to reset, to manifest, to really call in the things that we want in the new year and replenish our energy. And I feel like even though we can do this any time of year, the new year just feels really exciting. It feels really motivational. And so I'm going to give you some of the ways that I like to begin a new year, some of the visualization processes that I do, the manifestation tools that I use, and ways that you can really create a plan for the year that serves you and your highest self and everything else that you want to call in the new year. Also, before we get started, I do want to mention that I just opened enrollment for my program CHM, or Confidence the Heels Method 2022. We're going to be starting the second week in January. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of this video, but I did want to tease that and let you know that enrollment is open, and I can't wait to share a little bit more about the program at the end of this video. So let's start with goal setting, because I feel like goal setting is something that is highly talked about at the beginning of the new year. Everyone talks about resolutions and setting all of these really big goals and new ways of being at the beginning of the year. And then what happens? You tend to fall off the wagon, per se, about February or even sooner, and those things that you were so excited to do at the beginning of the new year just don't end up happening. The reason for this is we set these really big goals or really big life-changing things that we want to do, whether that is a lot of times lose weight, start a fitness program, save more money. These are really big, broad goals. And instead of laying out a plan to get there, we just say, okay, this is my goal, and somehow I'm going to magically achieve that goal. And the reason that this doesn't work is because we aren't giving ourselves the steps to get there. We aren't setting small, achievable goals in order to reach the big goal. We also want to be really clear on what it is that big goal is. And when I say be really clear, I mean, don't say I want to start a business in 2022, but say I want to build my website and what are the steps to get there, or I want to create a mood board, I want to create branding, whatever it is, a concept for your business. Or if you want to say I want to start dancing in 2022, like maybe your first step is taking a dance class in person and that is your goal, or maybe it is trying something new, going to a class that you've never tried before, maybe that's your goal. So making sure that these broad, big goals also have really achievable steps and goals beneath them. The first step to my new year goal setting process, visualization process, manifesting process is to reflect on the past year. It's incredibly challenging for us to make changes, to create a life that we love if we don't look back at the last year and the years before that and see how we acted and reacted to our life. What shifts happened? What big life events happened? What did we do well? How did we succeed? What things came in that we manifested and what things didn't? And really just trying to get a picture of what happened in the last year will really help you to see how you can move forward differently into the new year. So journaling about this, kind of seeing all the things that happen for you, the good and the bad, and how you can learn from those. And then the second step is to decide what you're calling in for the new year. What are you manifesting? What do you want to create in the new year? And what do you want to change for you? And now you just write all of this down. So write everything down that you're calling in, everything that you want to happen, all the goals that you have for the new year. You can have 1, you can have 5, you can have 10, however many resonates with you. Just try not to go too crazy with it and create like 30 goals or 30 things that you want to happen, and manifest in the new year. Try to be very intentional with the things that you write down that you are calling in and making sure that they really feel aligned with you. So write all of these down on one piece of paper, somewhere you can really go back to them and reflect them. Maybe it's in a journal or something that you can look back on, every month and see kind of what's coming through. Somewhere that you're going to remember where it is and you can use it regularly at a manifestation practice or in journaling. Next, under each goal, under each main goal, so let's say your goal is to take an in-person dance class, okay? Underneath that goal, you would write what you need to do in order to do that. So maybe it's, I want to buy a pair of dance heels. Maybe it is research the studios in my area. Something that's really small that you're going to feel very proud of yourself for checking it off the list that will lead you to that bigger goal. Or if it's create a website for my business, you know, first you have to have a name for your business, and then you have to have branding for your business, and then you have to have a concept. You have to have all these things before you can create a website, right? So step by step, the little goals in order to achieve the big goals. And you can do this on like a bigger sheet of paper. You can do this on your laptop. That way you can really see everything laid out and how you're going to achieve those things this year. You just want to make sure that they are actionable, that you can actually do them in a timely manner. Even setting a date sometimes is really helpful. I want to have this done by this date. And will help you really to just keep moving forward towards that big goal. Because sometimes when we set that big goal, we just kind of push it off and procrastinate. But when you have those little goals with those little dates beside it, you'll more than likely do it because you really want to just get that check mark at the end of the day. My next step is to create a vision board. This is my favorite part of the new year, is taking off all the things that I manifested on my vision board and recreating it for the next year and the new things that I'm calling in. Now, sometimes there are things that still haven't happened on that board and I will just leave them there. Otherwise, I like to go on Pinterest and find all the things that I'm calling in, graphics, quotes that inspire me, people that inspire me and that I want to embody for the new year, whatever it is, and just have so much fun doing that. I have a cork board with all my visions on it, and I have little sparkles and glitters and everything. Make it fun, make it cute and aesthetic, something that you want to look at every single day in order to remind you what you're working towards. The next step is to create a theme for the year. So last year, my theme of the year was abundance. You can have any theme that you desire, something that you really want to be your main focus for the year. Maybe that is leadership, maybe that is kindness, maybe it is abundance. Whatever it is that you want to embody, maybe it's feminine empowerment. Like, there's so many things that can be your focus for the year. So decide on a word or a phrase, and I like to put this at the top of my calendar every single month just to remind me what my focus is, and that way you have a bigger direction to go towards. So if everything else falls away, you know that this one focus is your main goal for the year, is your main intention for the year, and put it on little post-it notes or whatever you have to do to just continually remind yourself. The final step is manifestation in our goal setting process. I feel like manifestation is so powerful, and I've seen it work in my life, in the lives of so many people and my students, and I think it's just a great tool to combine with all the work that we're doing. So I feel like when we create a life that we want, the life of our dreams, right? We have to have the inner work and the outer work. We have to do, but we also have to just embody, and we have to manifest and know that it's coming to us in divine timing. So I like to manifest with a morning manifesto ritual, which I teach in CHM, my program. You can also do journaling. You can do full moon and new moon manifesting rituals. You can use your vision board and you can meditate. I also like to make a recording of myself talking about my future, talking about the things I'm manifesting, and then I will play that in the morning kind of as a little meditation visualization process. So really, you can do whatever works best for you, but making sure that you're including that manifesting piece in addition to the goal setting and the work that you're doing is key. So now that we've talked about goal setting, let's talk about confidence. How can we be more confident in the new year? Because we can set as many goals as we want, but if we don't have the confidence to do it, they're never gonna get done, or we're not going to have the results that we want. So step one to being more confident in the new year is doing something new. And this could be big or small, but maybe it's something that scares you a little bit, something you've always wanted to try, but you know it's going to push you out of your comfort zone. To me, that's one of the best ways to increase your confidence and to really just discover who you are, is by trying new things, and doing things that kind of make you uncomfortable and scare you a little bit are going to help you to evolve into your higher self. The second thing that you can do to create more confidence is have a self-love practice or a self-love ritual that you do on a regular basis. So confidence is so connected to how much we love ourselves and care about ourselves. And when we take that time to care for ourselves and to love for ourselves and to do things that nourish our bodies and our spirits, it radiates through on the outside as confidence, because truly it's our relationship with ourselves that affects everything else, and most importantly, our energy, because confidence is an energy, right? So do something, whether it's your morning ritual and manifestation practice, maybe that's yoga, maybe it is a dance class, maybe it's a bath, whatever it is that really connects you back to yourself, that's a beautiful way to create more confidence. The third way that I love to be more confident is finding my style and really embodying a style. So this was something that I looked at for a long time, is very like external and very superficial. But in the last year or so, I really started to evolve how I dress in the morning and really what I like to put on my body. And I feel like it's a way of expression. It's a way to express to the world who you are through clothing. And that doesn't mean buying something that's super expensive or going with the trends. It's really like what makes you feel good in your body. Maybe that's something simple like a matching sweatsuit. Maybe that is a really sexy dress. Maybe that's high-waisted jeans and a hat, which is my go-to. Whatever it is that makes you feel so good and makes you feel like you, the highest expression of you, finding your style will really help lead you to that confidence. And then the fourth and the most important thing that I think will help you to embody more confidence in the new year is dancing in a heel. As you babes know, I dance heels and burlesque, and the first time that I put on a high heel and I moved my body in a way that was really sexy and feminine and empowering, it changed my confidence forever. And anytime I see someone new put on a high heel and dance, I see it immediately transform them into a new being, into an elevated version of themselves. So if you've never tried dancing in a heel, I highly recommend doing that in the new year to gain more confidence. Or if you've tried dancing in a heel, but maybe you only do it once a week, see how many times you can include it in your day-to-day rituals, and it will completely shift the way that your energy appears to yourself and to the world. So while we're on the topic of dancing, how can we up-level our dancing in the new year? How can we improve and be better every single time we step onto the dance floor, no matter what stage that we're at? So the first step to improving your dancing is taking note at what you might be struggling with or lacking. So is your performance lacking? Is your flexibility lacking? Are you feeling like that you are lacking technique? You know, what's missing? And this isn't to be hard on yourself. This isn't to judge yourself. It's to just be really honest and be like, this is what I could improve on and this is what I could work on. Because as dancers, there's always something to improve on, no matter if you're a beginner, newbie dancer, or if you are advanced, intermediate dancer, there's always something we can improve. Step 2 is to create a monthly focus around your dancing, and every single time you take class that month, you focus on that particular thing. So if it's your balance, every time you go into class, you're gonna be like, okay, my core is going to be really engaged, I'm engaging my thighs, this is my focus for the month, whether it's spotting my head when I'm turning, I'm using those things to create more balance to improve my dancing. Or if it's your performance, how can you improve your facials? How can you give more when you're dancing versus just doing the steps? How can you embody the character and the music? There are so many ways that you can take one focus and really break it down in order to improve drastically in that area. Because a lot of times we go into class and we're trying to think about 1,000 different things, and then we don't ever see any changes in our dancing. It's because we're trying to do too much in our heads at one time. So picking a focus will really help you to start to see those shifts every single month. You can also use those focuses to take classes pertaining to that particular focus. So let's say you need more technique. Maybe instead of doing choreography classes that month, you just take technique classes. And then maybe if you need more balance, more core engagement, you take a yoga class that's focusing on that prana, that energy, building up the core strength, building up strength in our upper body and our lower body. Taking classes that pertain to those focuses is gonna help you more than just always taking choreography. Step 4 is to try advanced classes just for fun. So when we are leveling up our dancing, sometimes it's really easy to always take beginner classes, and even though we can move up, we feel really comfortable there, so that's where we stay. But why not push yourself a little bit once you do feel like your technique's there and you feel balanced and you feel safe in your body dancing in a heel? Maybe try taking those advanced classes, those classes that push you a little bit. Even if it's a complete disaster, you know that it was a way to improve and that you're just going to grow every single time you take class. And then the 5th way that you can level up your dancing this year is to watch your videos, and watch them with kindness and with love too. The video camera is a great tool to learn how we move, to learn how we can improve in our dancing, but a lot of times we just use it to either post on social media or to judge ourselves, and those are not the best things all the time. We really want to use the camera and video as a tool of learning. I heard this from Bryn Nicole recently. She said that once video was introduced into her dancing, it completely shifted everything for her, and that she was able to use it in a way that improved her dancing tenfold. And so that's what I want you to use it for. I want you to use it as a tool, a learning tool. Set your video camera up at the end of class and just see like how you've improved, what you did really well, maybe what could use some more work. And that will also shift your dancing so much. So we covered so much in this video. We covered how to be more confident in the new year. We covered how to set goals and take action on those goals. And we also covered how to level up your dancing in the new year. So much magic that can really help you to take on 2022 with confidence and with power. And if you want to do this in a group of supportive women in a community, as well as with me by your side cheering you on, then I recommend getting on a call with me for my program CHM, Confidence, the Heels Method. I launched this program for the first time back in August, and the incredible shifts, manifestations, success stories that I got from my students from that round is absolutely insane. I am just so grateful to have been part of it and to have witnessed them moving through into their confidence and into their power. And we do that through dancing in a heel. We do that through burlesque, heels, yoga, spiritual rituals and tools. And I would love for you to be part of it if you feel like it aligns with you. Click the link below to check out the sales page and to see if it's something that resonates with you. And if you really want to be the most confident you that you can be in the new year, this program is for you, and I would love to chat with you more about it on a free discovery call. So I have a link below as well to sign up for a 30-minute discovery call where I can just learn more about you, learn about your goals, and see if this program is going to take you to that next level. This program is truly life-changing. I've combined my over 10 years of experience in dance and in spiritual and inner work and healing, and I put it all in 90 days for you in a really beautiful way that allows you to not only take the information, but also to apply it as well to your life. And that's exactly what you want to do in 2022. Learning information is great, but when we apply that information, that's when we can really create change. I'm so excited to see what happens for you babes in the new year, and I hope to chat with some of you about confidence and to see if this program is right for you. I would love to work with you one-on-one and help you to achieve all the goals that you set out for this new year. So I love you babes to the moon and back, and I'll see you in the next video.